all teed up. And here we go from Lambeau. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set, go.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Check right. Black set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. And if these guys are not careful, it's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
Set, ready.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Here goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready, ready. Yellow, ready.
Now running for the 1st time with Jalen Warren. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Black, 95. Ready, ready.
From the pistol, here's Love. That's incomplete left side.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And it's off the upright, but still bounces off the crossbar and goes through. College-style points are just luck. They're going to take this one either way. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead. Power squib kick is taken in. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Buying some time right. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Yeah, I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go and knock the ball away.
Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. McCarthy throwing on third down. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually get to that other sidelines.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They give left side to James. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. Touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Here we go.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
These 2 NFC North teams have played one so far. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
Ready up.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
They stick with Jacobs. Jukes away from one. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Set.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Check. Ready.
Go and run again with Jacobs. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
Ready. Set.
Love from the gun. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here we go. Zach Hunter.
He gives to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Not much doing up the middle there, so he bounced it outside, earning him about 4 on that carry. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd and 2, up to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Vikings are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception! Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
2nd down now. They need 7.
2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No luck on his first look of the game, so it'll be 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Got it.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Cut, cut.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Okay, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Down. 60 reps. Set.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keytrell Clark picks it. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. Like, you just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Vikings facing a deficit near the break. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now McCarthy. This one's caught. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
Gain of 13 yards.
Back to 60, back to 60.
First down, Minnesota.
Go.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First red zone trip of this game for the Vikings. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the red zone on 1st. That call going against the offense. So they have the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Backed up just a bit following the penalty. Here's 1st and 20.
Go.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get their first point to this game just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Black shot. Ready, ready, set.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So it's 2nd down coming up.
4-yard line.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
Back to the air. Love. This is Reed looking the right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay,
First down, ball at the 36.
1st and 10 at the
Come
36-yard
on,
line.
set. Ready.
Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. On now is McManus to kick this away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. Headed out right. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now run, James. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. McCarthy throwing here. It is caught left side. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy of that 1st down at the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Running with James. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
6-yard line.
All set now, 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
McCarthy trying to get on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He has the first over the middle. And they had this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. There's a give inside to James. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd down, looking for options. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings drive their lead to 11.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Ready, set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. We pause now for an injured player, and that looks like Josh Jacobs, who's hurt after that play, and in need of a look from the training staff.
Got it.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Screen play here for James. He's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Vacates quickly left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Cut out left. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
Carry here for James. He dodged the tackle. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Reichard on for the point after.
Will Reichard is lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And out to Jacobs to start the drive. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Come on, set, ready.
Jacobs running behind center. be taken down after advancing this to the 37. And that one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Check, set, punt.
Going back to Jacobs on first down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Hand off here to Jacobs. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ready?
Love now on 1st and 10. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers make it an 11-point ball game.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got a man left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. This is James. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
with James. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Ready? Cowboy!
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Motioning one of the tight ends. And the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops Spain for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Panther 60.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Vikings on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison. Hey, bring it. Ready.
They run. It's James. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Packers take their first time out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go. Set. Alert. Cougar 19. Go.
A tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now time taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
19 tight. Get up. 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Run now with James. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Get some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Here's another for it. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Reichert on for the point after.
Will Reichert lining up for the